Hi. For all of you that found me that are joining just today, seeing this first video, welcome. I hope that you get something out of each one of the videos that I've put out. I'm glad you're here. For those of you that have been following the videos, putting these things in practice, congratulations. You're your first step of establishing these 5 essential practices to make habits. The one that we're working on today is grounding. But before we begin the grounding lesson, I wanted to start with 3 truths. 3 truths that I had to acknowledge, accept, to be able to move forward with my healing. Number 1, I am only in control of myself. I can't help what goes on outside of myself. I have to only focus on the one that I can control, and that's me. Number 2, the only time that you can control is now. That's it. This present moment is the only thing that you have control over. And number 3, the only person that is in control of you changing your life, of you stepping forward to heal, is you. 100% you. So why am I bringing up these truths? Because we're going to number 2. The only time that you can control is now. And that is grounding. Grounding takes you from in the past, in the future, high emotions. It takes you everywhere that you're outside of yourself right to now, right to the present moment. Because without awareness, you have no change in your life. Listen to that one more time. Without awareness, there can be no change in your life. Grounding is essential. Grounding is a tool, the very first, I would say, active tool that I need to do every single day. By staying in the now, I can be able to deal with any situation that comes up for me. And you might be asking yourself, okay, so when we had the gratitude practice, and that's one, and we're talking about our blessings and what we have in our life. And then last week we talked about self-care, putting ourselves as a priority, number 1. If grounding is so important, why isn't it number 1? Because if we don't acknowledge the blessings in our life, if we don't prioritize ourselves, then we can't ground. We have to have a reason to stay in the present moment. And those are your 2 reasons: to see the blessings in your life and to make yourself a priority. And if you do those things, then you will work on your grounding skills. So for grounding skills, I put them in 2 kinds of grounding: inner grounding and active grounding. Inner grounding is where it's just your thoughts only. You're not moving any other part of your body. You're not talking. It's just your thoughts. Active grounding is where you use your words, your body to be able to take you all outside yourself to inside of yourself. So an inner grounding, one that you could try, is to have a mantra. And a mantra is just something that you repeat to yourself that helps you. Like, I'm going to win. Almost like manifestation, just imagining something and making it your reality. So one that I have used in this process of recovery and healing is to say in my head, I am safe. I am loved. And maybe at the time I didn't feel that way, but that is the direction I was going. So I kept repeating it to myself. An active grounding might be box breathing. So I'm using my breath to bring me back to present moment. So we'll practice that right now. So if you take a breath in to a 4 count, so breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can also have inner and active at the same time. So let's bring in the mantra and an active. So I'm going to put my hands on my chest. I'm going to say in my thoughts, I am safe and I am loved. And your hands are not just here. You feel your hands on your chest. What does that feel like? Are your hands warm? Are your hands cold? Are you wearing a shirt? If you are, what does that feel like? The other hand, be putting pressure on your first hand. How does that feel? It's the more details you put into your grounding, the more grounding you get, if that makes sense. So I thought to do something kind of fun today is bringing in these grounding skills in an imagination exercise. And before you start this, pause the video. I want you to go get a pen and a paper, and I want you to sit in a really relaxing chair, or if you're in your car, just something where you can rest your back against it and just be in the space and listen to my words and what I'm saying. And you are in control. Remember, number one, the only person you can control is yourself. So if at any point this exercise doesn't work for you, then don't do it. If there's anything I'm saying and you're not getting images, maybe you're not supposed to. Maybe the whole exercise will just bring you into the present moment. So go get yourself ready and then begin the video again. So first thing that we're going to do is pay attention to where we are right now. I want you to pay attention to your thoughts right now. What do you have going on there? And I don't want you to engage in your thoughts. I just want you to be an observer of your thoughts. Okay? And then now I want you to pay attention. Where is your body at? Start from the top of your head. Work to your shoulders, your back, your legs, your feet. Where does your body in general feel right now? Again, observing, not engaging. Okay, now we have our starting point. So the first thing that we're going to do as we begin our imagination grounding exercise, we're going to take some breaths. So you're going to take your hands, I'm going to back up a little bit, take your hands, put them on your legs. And we're just going to take some breaths. So we're going to breathe in, and we're just going to open mouth, exhale. Breathe in, open mouth, exhale. Breathe in, and breathe out. Now I want you to take one shoulder up and squeeze. And then slowly bring it down. Bring your other shoulder up and squeeze. And bring it down. I want you to bring your left arm up, place it on your right shoulder, Bring it up with the pressure of your hand. And then bring it down. Put your hand back on your leg. Bring the other one up. Put your shoulder up. And bring it down. Place your hand back on your leg. Now I want you to roll your shoulders. Going back. Going forward. Maybe here's some crunches going on. And then squeeze both your shoulders. And then relax. I want you to take your arms and I want you to bring them up to the ceiling. And then bring them back down. If you're in your car, maybe you just do your elbows and just bring your arms up that way. But we're going to bring them up again. And then down. One more time up. And then we're going to stretch up, bringing the shoulders down. For a nice stretch, maybe you feel some feelings on the side and bring them back down. Now I want you to bring your hands in front of you and I want to look at your hands and I want you to take one finger at a time, doesn't matter what hand, and bring them down. And then I want you to scrunch that hand and then I want you to release it. Scrunch it. And then release. Now do the other hand. One finger at a time. And then scrunch it and release it. Scrunch it and release it. Scrunch it one more time and release it. Now I want you to take your hands out in front of you and bring your hands down to the floor, your fingers down to the floor. Bring your fingers up. I'll bring your hands all the way up again and place them on your legs. Maybe do some activity that would make you feel even better. Move yourself around, be organic, anything that's like getting the little wiggles out. Take a couple minutes, 6 or 8 breaths, and just wiggle it out wherever you are. Lifting yourself up and down. A couple more breaths. Maybe you need a nice cleansing breath. And then when you're done, settle back into your chair. Place your hands on your legs. And I want you to close your eyes if you're comfortable. I want you to feel where your body is right now. Just be an observer, feeling your body. Again, taking the breaths when you need them. Now we're going to go into your thoughts. I want you to go to a place now that makes you feel extremely safe. Extremely peaceful. I want you to go to that place in your mind. Maybe it was a childhood tree fort. Maybe it was a vacation that you went on. Maybe it's your backyard. Maybe it's inside your car. Wherever it is for you, I want you to go there. And I want you to visualize details of your safe place. If it is outdoors, what are you seeing? Are you seeing water? Are you seeing trees? If you're inside of your car, looking at the details in the car. Is the seat soft? Just really grounding into that safe, magical place. And if you don't have a place, just listen to my words. And I'm taking you to that safe place where you can breathe, where you can feel peaceful, and maybe something comes to you. Now you're feeling safe, you're feeling loved, and I want you to turn and see a door. I want you to describe that door to you. What does that door look like? Is it wood? Is it metal? Kind of looking at the door. Now look towards the knob. What does the knob look like? Is it ornate? Is it round? Is it square? Now I want you to go towards the door, and I want you to put your hand on the doorknob. This is the door that opens your self-healing path. This is you choosing to put yourself as a priority. You're going to walk through the door. So you're going to open the door, and you're going to go in, and you're going to see a bunch of doors. Some doors that are open, some doors that are closed. So when you go in here, I want you to go to a door that's open. What do you see? Now that you've gone to your healing path, what do you see happening in your life? Let the images come. Give the details to it. Maybe it's a healed relationship you see. Maybe you see yourself smiling more. Maybe you see yourself not so alone. Take the details in. Again, making sure you're just breathing in and out. We're going to go outside that door. And now we're going to go to a closed door. Maybe these are the treasures that during your healing path that you get to open. So pick a door, go to it, and open the door. What do you see? What do you imagine seeing when you're healed, healing that you've now opened? Maybe you've unlocked a passion. What is that passion? What do you see? Let the images just come. Again, if they're not coming, that's okay. Everything in this exercise is okay, no matter what happens or what doesn't happen. Now slowly walk out of the door and go to the door we came in on. Go back to your safe place. Have a seat. Now you're feeling the back of the chair that you're in. I want you to start opening your eyes if you close them. Start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Start waking up. Don't move right away. Just let yourself come out of it. If you need to, you can pause the video, write down anything that you might have seen. Maybe you didn't see anything, whatever it is. Just write it down on the piece of paper. So the reason that I did this imagination grounding is so you could see the inner and active grounding. I started with the active grounding. I went to the inner grounding, and I want you to use whatever you did see in the safe place as an inner grounding this week. That's your homework. If throughout the day, just closing your eyes and going to that space and just see what you see. When you're all over the place, when you take those images. And for those of you that didn't have a safe place that came up, that's your chore. I want you to go out and find where you feel peaceful, where you feel relaxed, where you feel like you don't have to give anything to anyone else. There's just you and peace. So that's your homework, is to find one. One thing that I would say with the grounding is make sure that you're doing this without help. Not to say that apps are great, advice is great, even my grounding exercise is wonderful, but you need to find your own practice, because when you really need it, like when I was with my son in the emergency room, I couldn't pull up my app, relax me, and then help him. I had to be in that present moment only because he needed an anchor and I was his anchor. And that's what you could look at grounding. When we do not ground, we are like holding a helium balloon, letting the wind take it wherever it goes. It has no rhyme, no reason, and it's out of control. And when you ground, it's like an anchor on a boat. When you drop the anchor, it stays. It doesn't stay like in one place, especially how long the rope is, but it stays in one area and you can control it. So practice this week. Practice your own grounding, either inner or active. When you go to ride a bike, you can watch as many videos, but you have to get on the bike, you have to fail, but you have to keep trying. And when you do, it will transform your life. I wish you all well this week. I've enjoyed so much making these videos for you. I hope you're getting some nuggets from them. You guys have a wonderful day. Love you, my beautiful souls. Bye.